Hey, you guys, it's Life of Nikki Lee podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well and living your fullest every day. Cheers to the weekend. I hope everybody's enjoying it so far. Tonight, we're going to talk about the end of TikTok, you guys. How are y'all feeling out there about this? This is going to be a substantial change for a lot of people because you have people out there who have made so much money off TikTok, and for a lot of people, they've made their livelihood out of it. And it's just really sad and unfortunate that these people, most of them who have given up their jobs for this platform, will now be going without. I believe they're going to another platform called Red Note or something like that. I think that's the name of it. Look, child, don't misquote me, because I don't know the name of all these platforms. They have so many these days. But I personally, I have to be honest, you guys, I was not fond of TikTok like that. I think that it was cool while it lasted for a lot of people, but then I feel like on the downside of that, people just started doing anything and uploading it to TikTok. And I think that's just like my issue with social media in general. It takes away from original content creators who've been doing this for years. And now you have people on there just uploading whatever, not even putting thought into it, just doing things for shock value, compromising morals, standards, whatever, all for the sake of, clicks and views. And I think that's kind of sad. Me personally, I feel like, I won't miss it, because you see so much on social media these days. It's kind of like, another day, more of this mess. Not too long ago, I saw online where a flight attendant, she lost her job. And that's what I really want to get into tonight, you guys. This, how far are you willing to go for social media? Because I see a lot of, cons out here outweighing the pros, if you know what I mean. Like, people are just doing anything for the sake of social media, and they're not really thinking about like the digital print that how this can affect your life. There are a lot of people that are on social media who see these things and see the stuff that you put out there. And it's like, once you put it out there, a screen record, a screenshot, it's like you can't take that stuff back. And this goes back to what I was mentioning earlier about this flight attendant. Now, for those of you who have probably not seen it, there was a flight attendant. She made this video, and she did she was twerking, and she had on her uniform. She was on the plane, and honey, this girl had her leg hiked up on one of the seats twerking, and she got fired. And so after she was terminated, need I remind you, this young lady was not out of her probationary period. Okay. So when she took to social media and set up this GoFundMe, and she was like, oh, they fired me and this, and that, they give me a chance to really explain. First of all, you're in your probation period, sweetheart. They could let you go without explaining anything, first and foremost. You hadn't even completed the probation period. And then this is what you do when you're on your job. You're twerking and you're uploading it to social media for the world to see. That's not smart. And you guys, let me tell you something. A lot of these companies, they are starting to fire people from their jobs for these damn videos, you guys. Y'all can't just be out here uploading shit thinking it's not going to come back on you. Okay, especially if it's something that is compromising your character. If you work for a company that has a conservative image or whatever the case may be, people have rules in place. People have standards in place. And if you go against those guidelines, you are screwed. And the way inflation is right now, everything has gone up. You need your job. I remember not too long ago, I actually made a video basically telling people like, look, do not leave your 9 to 5 for YouTube, and not just YouTube, but any of these social media platforms. Okay. I could see if you had millions and millions of followers and you had to upload content daily and you're getting like, anywhere from 60 to 80,000 a month. I could see if that's you making social media bread and butter, because you may not really have time for a 9 to 5. But see, if you're bringing in that kind of big money, that'll hold you over for a time. But you still have to be smart when you are posting content. And if you are going to be a content creator, you have to be the kind of content creator that, put some knowledge out there, put something out there that doesn't jade you or put you in a bad light. Bending over, twerking, all these things, going on these, these horrible rants where you're, being, racist, whatever. You see so many people doing stuff like that. And then when you go and apply for a job, these people do look you up on social media. Okay. Even if you don't believe it, they do. People pay attention to stuff like that. They're trying to see what you got on Facebook. They're trying to see if they can find you on Instagram, whatever platform. And God help you if you are posting a bunch of crazy stuff or talking about, a bunch of stuff where you are either, making threats or just doing anything that compromises your character. You ain't going to get that job. And see, people, you can sit up here all day and talk about, freedom of speech. People, freedom of speech does not equate to freedom of consequences. Hear me now when I tell you this. You can go out there and say what you want. Yeah, you can go out there and post a video or whatever. But that doesn't mean there are no consequences coming behind it. And see, a lot of people don't think about stuff like that. They have these impulsive actions and they think that it's just supposed to be okay. And it's really not. And social media has driven so much of that delusion out there to people, in my opinion. They just think they can post whatever and it's supposed to be okay. No. At the end of the day, there must be order. There must be some sort of guidelines that need to be followed. And I don't care what you see another person posting or whatever the case may be. That doesn't mean it's going to be okay for you necessarily. And again, talking about TikTok and all these other things, a lot of people do some risky stuff. They want to quit their jobs. They're thinking, oh, I'm going to be a full-time content creator. And I kid y'all not, one time I saw a mother, I don't know where she lived before. I don't know if it was Florida or what, but she moved out there to Texas. Either it was Houston or Dallas, but she moved out there. She didn't even have any financial backing or anything like really prepared to make this move. But she came to Texas just to be solely off the back of wanting to be a content creator. And she couldn't pay her bills. Her and her precious baby, I couldn't remember, she had one or two of them, but I remember this was around winter time. It was very cold. Her and her baby ended up in a shelter or a gym or something. Long story short, she came out here and she was homeless. Couldn't even take care of herself, nonetheless her babies. And then she was on the news talking about it. And I'm thinking to myself, lady, what the fuck, excuse my language, but what the fuck were you thinking? And see, y'all have to learn to separate the delusion from reality when you are wanting to do content creating. If you want to be a content creator, fine. But take your common sense with you, people. You still have to have money. Bills still have to be paid. You still got to have your common sense. Because I'm telling you, it's cool when you go viral and all this other stuff, and you know, you make a nice little bag, especially if you haven't compromised your character as a person. That's cool. But when you come out here and you call yourself want to do content and you come out here and fall flat on your ass, honey, it is not cute. And a lot of times that will kind of be forever imprinted on you, because people already love to, you know, exploit the negative things when people go out here and they don't get the success that they want or need. And you're going to be, you know, exposed to so much scrutiny behind that. And nobody wants to go through that. It's humiliating, it's hurtful. And come on, like, we have to do better for ourselves. We have to be more rational than that, you know? So guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you feel that, you know, is it worth giving up a 9-to-5 to do content creating full time? Like, tell me what you think. What do you think about the end of TikTok? Are you sad about it? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Let me know. All right, this is Nikki Lee signing out, you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.